If I tell her that this was all fake, she'll be crushed, and she'll never forgive me.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 online dating romance movies.
Are you still writing that guy? I thought that was just for German class.
Yeah, it was at first, but we're actually becoming pretty good friends.
I would send you a bouquet of newly sharpened pencils if I knew your name and address. On the other hand, this not knowing has its charms.
Like Veronica?
That's what I have to live up to?
For this list, we'll be looking at our favorite movies that revolve around characters meeting or getting to know each other over email, text, or messages. Since we'll be discussing key plot points, this is your spoiler alert. Do these movies portray online dating realistically? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10, A Case of You. Struggling writer Sam has a crush on his local barista Birdie. Seeing an ex-girlfriend inspires him to make a move.
Write her a message saying you want to see her.
Really? Should I? That seems weird. It's just like a blind message. I don't know anything about her.
Though their interaction happens in real life, Sam uses Birdie's Facebook profile to note all of her interests and pretends that he shares them, from French cuisine to ballroom dancing and pedicures. It's simultaneously entertaining and cringy to watch.
First day on the job, rookie?
No.
First day on the job, rookie.
It shows us that he doesn't really like himself, as he's afraid to show Birdie the real him. He realizes soon, however, that his pretense is not sustainable.
I'm exhausted. The rock climbing, the guitar, and the cooking.
Cooking?
I'm just trying to keep up with you, Birdie, and it's not easy.
We may have all looked up our crush online, but this movie shows that whatever we learn, honesty is still the best policy. Number 9. Sierra Burgess is a Loser. This coming-of-age movie was controversial when it came out. When Dreamboat Jamie texts Sierra, mistaking her for the stunning Veronica, Sierra doesn't correct him.
They're my words. He's falling for me. And of all the billions of phone numbers in the world, he texted mine.
As she plays along, they develop a text-based relationship, pushing Sierra deeper into the trap she's built herself.
Could you focus, please?
What, on an insane plan to text date somebody that doesn't even know who you are? There's a word for that. It's called catfishing, and I'm pretty sure it's illegal.
Jamie is enchanted by Sierra's intelligence and wit, but is in for a surprise should he find out the truth. Sierra gets the guy in the end, but her actions are super questionable throughout. Catfishing, cyberbullying, and a non-consensual kiss.
Keep him close! I said keep him close!
Jeez, okay, they are closed. Wait, Veronica, this is ridiculous. Veronica, I just want to see you.
You see me now.
All in all, the movie is a great example of how misleading relationships over text can be. Number 8. Sex Drive. Reminiscent of Eurotrip, this 2008 comedy is about 18-year-old Ian, who travels all the way from Illinois to Tennessee to meet his online crush, Miss Tasty.
Feels pretty good.
Naturally, he ends up getting way more than he bargained for. His best friends accompany him on a road trip full of adventures, obstacles, and life lessons.
You stole a car, ran over a hillbilly, got arrested, got in a prison fight. See, Dwayne, he was there. And I mean, you nearly beat an endangered species to death today. That's gotta count for something.
It's a movie that explores both the excitement and perils of online dating. While Miss Tasty is a real person, Ian ends up questioning if she's really the one for him.
I'm sorry, I can't do this with you. I'm kissing you, and I'm thinking about somebody else.
If you're a fan of raunchy teen humor, Sex Drive is the movie for you. Number 7. Love Guaranteed. Dating apps come with a lot of promises. An app called Love Guaranteed should at least, guarantee love, right? That's what Nick Evans thinks, and after going on 1,000 unsuccessful dates, he decides to sue.
The user agreement fine print states that a subscriber must go on 1,000 different dates for the guarantee to apply. Their lawyers clearly thought no one would go through with it, but I did.
His lawyer, Susan Whitaker, is dedicated to justice, but often works pro bono and struggles to make ends meet, so she agrees to take on Nick's case. Well, you've probably guessed the twist. After a rocky start, they begin to fall for one another.
I'm sorry I judged you.
God, don't be. I judged you too. Pumpkin spice latte?
This jeopardizes their legal case, since technically they met because of the app. Love Guaranteed is a perfect feel-good movie for an evening after a busy day.
What I realized that I don't want a guarantee or a safety net. All I want is to take a chance with you.
Number 6. Two-Night Stand. Megan has been in a slump that only gets worse when she runs into her ex-fiancé outside of a club. So, she takes her roommate's advice and uses a dating app, swiping right to find a one-night stand.
I cannot believe I am schlepping to Brooklyn for a booty call.
Because of a snowstorm, however, Megan finds herself stuck at his place. The problem is, they do not get along. Luckily, they take this opportunity to have open communication and learn from each other in order to become better lovers.
It's not like we're competing on some awesome erotic Japanese game show. We are having sex. You know, like embrace the team spirits.
It's fun to watch Megan step out of her comfort zone, as well as their dynamic as they're forced to get to know each other. It's a movie that shows that, yes, dating apps can be shallow, but they can also lead to real connections.
There's a lot of stuff that I don't know about you, and there's a lot that we need to talk about. I spent 2 nights with you, and that's not enough time.
Number 5. The Perfect Man. Jean Hamilton is so determined in her search for the perfect man that she's willing to embarrass her teenage daughter Holly at a PTA meeting.
Sometimes we single parents have different concerns than married ones, different priorities, if you know what I mean. And by priorities, I mean, I need to meet a good man.
After seeing her mom go through failure after failure, Holly decides to take matters into her own hands.
She was too busy picturing herself as Mrs. Lenny Hairband. He has got to be derailed.
She invents a fictional man based on her new friend's Uncle Ben, whom we know better as Mr. Big, and writes letters to her mother pretending to be him. What could go wrong? The Perfect Man is another movie about online subterfuge, with Hilary Duff's Holly pulling the strings.
Are you sure this is a good idea? I'm sure. A few flowers never hurt anyone.
Nonetheless, it's a light-hearted rom-com that's fun family viewing. Number 4. Newness. When Martin and Gabby find each other through a dating app, they're just aiming for casual sex. But their search for a one-night stand turns into an intense romance. Things take a twist, however, when they open up their relationship to other people.
Sometimes I miss flirting with other people. Do you?
Part of me does, yeah.
Newness makes us face real-life questions about monogamy, love, sexual exploration, and compromise. It also reinforces the importance of open communication and honesty. In an age of apps and casual romance, that's perhaps more important than ever. Throw in 2 gorgeous leads, and you've got a riveting portrayal of contemporary romance.
We'll remind each other why we're worth it.
I won't disappoint you.
I'm gonna disappoint you.
Number 3. Because I Said So. This rom-com sees Diane Keaton playing a meddling mom who sets up an online dating profile for her single daughter Millie, played by Mandy Moore.
Anarchists, xenophobes, Philistines, masochists, sexists, bigots, not welcome.
Down to 2 candidates, Millie ends up in a love triangle, where she's torn between the adorable Johnny and the very eligible Jason.
You've been to Siena, right?
Oh, well, of course, I haven't now.
In addition to Millie's romantic dilemmas, Because I Said So also explores the relationship between mother and daughter. As usual, a seasoned actress like Keaton is an absolute delight in any role, and the charming and lovely Moore makes a perfect Millie.
Millie, if I'm guilty of any crime, it's just that I've just loved you too much.
Number 2. Must Love Dogs. Dating can be draining, especially online. Preschool teacher and divorcee Sarah discovers this and more when her sister sets up an online dating profile for her.
You can't just sit back and passively answer other people's ads anymore. We are on offense.
What follows is a series of disastrous, extremely cringeworthy dates. She finally meets leading man Jake, who's borrowed a dog from someone to demonstrate that he's fond of canines. Needless to say, their first meeting is far from perfect.
I have to get this dog home, and you don't want to go over on your rental.
No, well, maybe we could try this another time, without the dogs.
You bet.
And naturally, a slew of unfortunate events and misunderstandings are still to come. But ultimately, Sarah's foray into online dating does actually lead to love.
I hear that the universe lets your heart expand and grow back even bigger after you go through all that pain. Well, I believe that now.
Must Love Dogs has several hilarious scenes. And of course, we get to see some cute dogs, which is always a plus. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. You've Got Mail. Online dating was still a new development in the late 90s. The You've Got Mail showed how it could be both just as romantic and troubled.
I go online and my breath catches in my chest until I hear 3 little words. You've got mail.
Of course, its success was in no small part thanks to charismatic leads Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan. Joe and Kathleen are rival business owners who, without realizing it, have 2 parallel relationships, a romantic one online and a competitive one in real life.
I think you discover a lot of things if you really knew me.
If I really knew you, I know what I would find. Instead of a brain, a cash register. Instead of a heart, a bottom line.
Sure, looking back, Joe's behavior is more than a little problematic. But the movie is still fun to watch thanks to the chemistry between Hanks and Ryan. You've Got Mail remains the most definitive story of online romance blossoming into something beautiful in real life.
I wanted it to be you. I wanted it to be you so bad.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.